One of the big breakthroughs in the last few decades, and my lab has been involved in a lot of these kinds of studies, was the discovery that in order for you to make a normal memory that lasts for 24 hours, it will have involved a change in gene readout in your brain that's directly affected by the experiences that you've had. One of the discoveries that my lab has made is the discovery that genes have a three-dimensional structure, and the regulation of that three-dimensional structure of genes in space is one of the mechanisms that controls your ability to form a new memory. And we've also discovered something that is almost mind-boggling, to me anyway, and that is learned experiences, things that you experience that you're going to make a long-term memory for, trigger actual changes in the chemical structure of genes in your brain. So we've discovered those basic characteristics of this gene regulation that's necessary for memory formation and found out that there are a number of disorders where those processes are disrupted. Alzheimer's disease, for example, a wide variety of different intellectual disabilities and neurodevelopmental disorders disrupt these processes. Things like Rett syndrome, Fragile X syndrome, Rubinstein-Taybi syndrome. And we found that for a number of different, really largely genetically engineered mouse models, these drugs that can boost up this gene regulation mechanism, these mechanisms, can actually restore normal learning and memory function in these engineered mouse models of learning and memory disorders. So we're very excited about those discoveries, that we may be able to take this discovery of how memory works normally and use it to get a toehold on developing new drugs to improve the human condition for patients with these kinds of syndromes. One of the things that's critically important in terms of trying to understand all of these complicated mechanisms that are happening in terms of normal learning and memory and then intellectual disabilities and age-related cognitive dysfunction is the capacity to have a lot of expertise to throw at the problem. That's one of the great things we have going at the Civitan International Research Center. All of these different experts who are very sophisticated in their individual domains can come together and work together, collaborate with each other in a way that just would not be possible without the support of the Civitans. And so I want to thank all of you for that.